Chelsea 4, Hull City nil, and could we have asked for this game to have gone any better for us, right? We got goals, we got debuts, two halves of dominant football for a change, and Rosinia got the opportunity to rest some key players. We even got a slight tactical adjustment that I did not expect, and we'll talk about that one a little bit later in the video, but it was against the Hull City team they're no mugs. They're pushing playoffs, fourth in the championship, wanting to get in the Premier League next season. So it was going to be a tough game, or I expected it to be a little bit tougher than it was, but there was a massive gulf of quality of players, and it's expected, right? Different budgets, different leagues, but I didn't expect it to be such a big gulf. We look at the lineup, right? I thought the lineup from Rosinia was good. You know, Sanchez in goal. I thought maybe Jorgensen might have got an opportunity considering he's not had much, but to be fair, I'm quite happy with just Sanchez because I don't really want to see anyone else in the goal at the moment. Reece James back from injury, back getting some fitness up, so it was good to see him. Debut for Mamadou Sarr, Fofana, Hato, two midfielders of Santos and Caicedo, with Garnacho, Esteval, Pedro Neto, and Liam Delap leading the line. I want to talk about Santos first, right? Santos, for me, all the players look like they're playing with a bit more freedom, right? Their shackles have been taken off. They're playing a bit happier. Santos, in particular, looks like a player reborn, right? We knew the qualities that Santos have. We just hadn't seen it in the Chelsea shirt. We saw it at Strasbourg, and I don't think it's because of the player. I think it's the opportunities that the player had been given. But since Rosinia's come in, he's played pretty much every single minute, and he looks reborn. He looks like he's going to revolutionise our midfield at the moment. Him and Caicedo together, one hell of a partnership. He seems to always be that player that's dropping in that hole to help break the press, right? He's picking up the ball from the goalkeeper. He's picking it up from the centre-backs. He's playing little 1-2s. He's driving out if he needs to. And he looks comfortable doing it either way, right? He doesn't look uncomfortable at any point when trying to break the press. And we have needed a player to be able to do this because many times have we been in this situation when we're playing out from the back, we just look uncomfortable and we give the ball away needlessly. Santos, on the other hand, super comfortable, does it superbly, and he's only going to get better because at the moment he's getting better game after game, and he does, for me, look like he's going to revolutionise that midfield. This is what we need, and it helps provide a bit of balance in attack and defensively, not just asking Caicedo to do everything in that defensive department. Then we talk about the tactical adjustment, right? Pedro Neto. So if I gave you three, Pedro Neto, Garnacho, and Esteval, and asked you who was going to be the 10, most of you, pretty much all of you, would say Esteval, right? Because he's done it before. We know he wants to do it. And technically, the capabilities and what we want from a 10, Esteval, he has it all, right? He's the closest to Cole Palmer that we have got. Pedro Neto was superb in that 10 role yesterday. He was doing everything I expect a number 10 to do and showing that there's a few things I didn't think Pedro Neto was capable of due to the type of player that he was. Like, he's an industrial winger. He's a workhorse. He tracks back. He does the defensive dirty work. He is very direct when he's driving at players, right? He's not the fancy trick players. He's not doing many 1-2s. He's a direct, pacey winger that drives and wants to get his crosses away. What he needed to do in the 10 role was link up play. He needed to play intricate passes. And I didn't think he had that in his locker, but clearly he does, right? The two goals that he scored, linking up with Liam Delap, 1-2s in and around the box, quality finish from outside the box, one inside the box. This was all link-up play, right? Into the striker, hold up, getting the 1-2 off him, slotting it in the corner. This is what I want from my 10. This is what I see from Cole Palmer all the time. And sometimes I think other players let Cole Palmer down because they're not at his speed, they're not at his wavelength, but Liam Delap and Pedro Neto, they looked in sync yesterday. They looked on the same wavelength because everything they were doing in and around each other was just working. And it was so good to see. And it's not something particularly that I think we're going to see much of, but it definitely adds a new dimension to our attack. We've seen Pedro Neto play in a false 9, but now to have the ability to use him in the 10 as well, to throw teams off tactically, I think superb. And fair play to Rosinia. You know, he has clearly spotted this in training and he has implemented it, used it, and it's paid dividends, you know. And Pedro Neto, you make your own luck. And he got that with the corner goal. I mean, I thought it came off Hatto and went through the goalkeeper's legs. It hasn't. It's literally gone from the corner into the back of the net. He's made these goals for himself. So fair play to him. He had a stellar performance and walks away with the match ball. Can't ask for any more than that, right? Mamadou Sarr, debut. We've seen him for 18 minutes in the Club World Cup. That was it. He's come in. We've needed a centre-back. He looks comfortable. Somebody said he looks like the Badiashile with a brain, which is outrageous, but it kind of makes sense, right? He's got some good recovery speed. The pass that he played for Esteban, we'll talk about that shot a little bit later, but that pass, some great vision. These kind of balls that we want our centre-backs to be capable of, breaking line passes, balls over top. It was a pinpoint accuracy pass. He had a really, really good performance, albeit against a whole City team that, like I said, there was a massive gulf in quality and it shone through. He needed to have a decent performance to build something on, and I thought he was superb yesterday. Garnacho, for me, is probably out of the front line, had the worst performance, and it's been going on for a few games now. I think it might be time to maybe look at taking him out of the limelight a little bit. He looks shot of confidence. He's not trying things. He's not looking confident in taking players on. He's not aggressive. Everything is so turn back and pass, and it's not what I expect my wingers to be doing. It's not what even I expect Garnacho to be like, because under United, even when he first come into us, he was confident. He was going at players and attacking them. He just doesn't seem to want to do that at the moment. So it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had, and maybe some time out of the team, because it's not helping him build anything, because he's looking worse each game right now. We talk about the good performance, right? Because this was a really good performance. I'm not going to slate it too much, but there was two instances in this game in particular where we can look at the Esteval chance, right? Because we could have had more goals in this game. We had a clear opportunity to score. He breaks past the keeper. It was a great ball from Sarr, like I said. He breaks down past the keeper. The player is recovering to block the goal. I can see what he's trying. He's trying to loft it so he can't block the ball from going in. He's missed the target. I don't think we'll see this again from Esteval. I think if he gets in this opportunity, in this space position again, he will score it this time. It's a learning curve. But the Delap one, is a bit different, right? Delap one was not because of the quality or anything like that. It was to do with the fact that he stopped and was expecting the goal to be given. And we've seen this already at Leeds, right? The ball's bounced up, hit the player on the hand. Everyone's screaming for handball. Leeds don't stop. They carry on going. They end up getting the reward, getting the goal. Delap did exactly the same thing, right? He's done the hard work. He's pressed the goalkeeper. He's forced the goalkeeper to kick it against him. Fortuitously, it's hit the crossbar. It's bounced down. It looked like it was over the line, but it wasn't. And at that point, you're in that area. You're away from the goalkeeper. You're by the ball. Make sure, even if you are 100% it's gone in the back of the net, just kick it back in. Just to make sure, but he doesn't. He's putting his arm up. He's calling for the goal. It's not been given. And then you think about his maturity. He's obviously frustrated it's not gone in. He's obviously frustrated he didn't get the decision. Esteval's breaking into the box. He's in so much space. He should have cut it back to Esteval. He should have laid it back for an easy tap-in. Instead, because of his frustration, because of the immaturity, he's decided to just kick it at the goalkeeper and then go, it was a goal, it's gone over the line. It hasn't. We saw the video, we saw the line, it's not gone in. Obviously, they didn't have goal line technology or VAR in that game, but even if they did, it wouldn't have been given as a goal because it didn't cross the line, not fully. That is something that he needs to stop, and not just him, but the whole team. We need to stop, play to the whistle. This is like one of the most Sunday league things that you tell grassroots football, everything like that. Everyone knows you play to the whistle, right? You don't stop until the whistle goes. That should be simple. Like, that's a simple fact for footballers. I don't understand why we think we can just stop and we're just going to get given a decision. Not going to slate him too much because other than that, though he didn't bag himself a goal, he did bag himself 3 assists. He's not scored, but what he has done is he's still produced chances for players and he's got 3 assists. So can't really ask more from Delap in this game. He's played a good game. He's bagged some assists, builds his confidence up. Just going forward, let's not stop. Let's make sure, though, that ball goes in the back of the net and we get that goal, because he could have used a goal in this game. Let's be real. He's definitely lacking in the goal department right now. But other than that, It was a pretty solid performance. And then we talk about the brilliant moment of young Jesse Derry getting his opportunity, getting his moment in the light. We've heard all about him at the academy. I've managed to watch a few of the games, watched him play. Some of you might have as well. He looks quality, and he got his opportunity. He got his opportunity to come on with the pitch with about 15, 20 minutes left to play. He got the opportunity to show something. He even gave us some highlight reel moments, right? When he was down that left-hand side and absolutely rinsed those players down there to get the ball away. Even his little one-touch movements, his passing was pretty sharp. That ball that he played in behind was superb, and that was only just been on the pitch for a few minutes. He looks like a player that is just beaming with confidence right now, and as expected, he's playing brilliantly in the under-18s, right? And I love to see it. I love to see young kids get their opportunities. We saw Tyreek George and Josh Achimpong get their chances. You know, we've had loads of players come through the ranks, the Tammy Abrahams and things like that. It's always good to see another Cobham graduate get the opportunity to have a little game. And hopefully, this is not the last time that we see him. This is not the last opportunity he's getting. And to be fair, with the way Rosinia's using the squad and still having the youngsters in and around the first team training and giving them opportunities on matches, I don't think this will be the last that we will see of Jesse Derry. And I'm glad. You know, it's one thing that Rosinia does well. He knows how to use the full squad, and he gives trust in the young players. You know, just because of their age doesn't mean that he doesn't want to give them opportunities. And we've seen that already with him using players that we didn't even see Maresca use when he had them at his disposal. So fair play to Rosinia. I think he's doing something with the squad. We now have an opportunity, right, where our next game's not for 8 days. So he's got 8 days to train, to implement some tactics, to implement some of his styles and his ideology. So I think we may see a slightly different way of playing moving forward, because now he's going to have the opportunity to implement it. You know, when he took over in January, it was pretty much a game every 2 or 3 days, right? Now he's going to have a bit break, and I think we're going to have this for a couple of weeks now, where he's going to have at least a week in between games to put his own little spin on the squad. So I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks to see what he can do with the squad. But I've said my piece, guys. Get in the comments below. Let me know how you feel this game went. Let me know your thoughts on it. But for now, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.